Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, back at it. That is right on a Friday. My name is Neal Ruhl. Lindsey Hunter in for D-Mac. I just go to my contacts in my phone and search the subgroup champions. And under Darren McCarty, there's Lindsey Hunter. That's how I operate. Just champs in here. Lindsey, what's popping?
Great Friday. Big package today.
It is. It is a big package Friday. We got a lot of football to get into. Spencer Raxter is here. And look, so the big package Friday will be something new to Mr. Jeff Iafrate, who's in the sound booth in for Big Mike Gentry. More on him in just a little bit. But this will be your first experience with the big package Friday.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, RIP Mike Gentry. He was a healthy scratch, and now we're trending towards he may be on IR at this point.
He may be on IR. We'll do our favorite. Yeah, we'll do our favorite Mike Gentry memories throughout the day. So, in honor of BMG, rest in peace.
Soft hands and all.
Soft hands and all.
In honor of BMG, rip a joint out by the dumpsters for me.
Absolutely. Put on your Spicoli white deck shoes and just sit in the booth right there. Mm-hmm. So, no, he's not actually dead. We're just.
He might be.
He could be.
Very well could be.
Yeah. Last we've heard, he was still alive. So, Big Mike Gentry, you're in our thoughts, you're in our prayers. More importantly, you're in our hearts. So, that is it. You excited to find out what it's like to have a big package on a Friday?
Well, I don't like how that sounds, Neal, but I am excited.
Oh, you're going to have this big package.
Okay, all right, relax. Relax.
This is going to be the biggest package Friday you've ever had in your life.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. I am. It's our first Friday, I think, on the Big D Energy program. So let's go. I almost said let's ride, but that would have been not fitting. So
pause.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. Let's just move on.
Okay, let's do that. Let's move on and get it in. I do want to touch on it. Like we said, we have
Pause.
we
Danvers said soft immune system, Gentry. That's a good one.
Soft hands, soft immune system.
Yeah.
But jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread. Detroit Dabber 313 first in with the what up, though. As always, John effing Lord. J-Mo bringing TK85 for the last game. You know this is a TK85 zone here. Mm-hmm. You know that. You know what's on the line.
Man, that would be so awesome.
It would be.
Just need one catch.
One catch, baby.
That's all we're asking.
Bring them home.
Come on, Dan. Bring them home.
Bring them home, Dan. There's a lot on the line for some of us out there. Mike Willett says Decker reported. He did, as a matter of fact. Lots to talk, too, about Patrick Kane. And that was a nice win, Lindsey. And, for the Wings, it was late. I'm not going to lie to you. I made it till the end of the second period. I came home from work. A big win for the Golden Grizzlies, too. 100-95. A hundo. It was old school, going up and down the floor.
Big win for MSU basketball.
Big win for MSU basketball. Not so much for Michigan basketball.
No, tough
but
loss.
They're a football school.
Yes.
So
we're a hockey school.
You are.
Yeah.
Do you think you think college basketball will start to adapt some of the NBA tendencies, like not allowing defense to be played anymore?
I don't think so.
Have you been monitoring the NBA scores lately?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an average like 125.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The other night, while I was watching the Pistons game, and when they lost in overtime in Utah, they scored 140 some odd points. So I started looking through all the box scores in the NBA. There were at least 5 teams that scored 140 or above.
It was the first time ever that happened in the history of the NBA in one day.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what the hell is going on? What's really going on? Like, do we not guard anymore? Do we're going to just make this all-star type of game every single night?
Oh, Lindsey, I think it's there's not like a magic bullet. Like, I think it's a combination of things. Offenses are more complex than they've ever been.
No, I don't buy that.
Yes, they are, Lindsey.
No,
yes, they are,
no,
Lindsey. You were a coach. Come on.
I know. That's why I'm arguing with you.
Come on.
It's not the fact that offenses are more complicated. It's the fact that the rule changes in the NBA allow offenses more freedom and more of a right to do different things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. I look at international basketball. International basketball is more physical. You're allowed to body check and fight for position. In the NBA, you're not allowed to do any of those things. Guys, offensive players have the right to go wherever they want to. Freedom of movement is what they call it.
Right.
So it puts the defense at such a disadvantage. You can't really do anything now. So it's just a free-for-all. And I don't like it.
But you know who does? You know who likes it, don't you?
No, who likes it?
The people that watch. We love points, Lindsey. This is an offense-based society, man.
Well, I hear you, but then I hear so many complaints from people, too. People complain a hell of a lot about the NBA. I'm not watching that.
They lie. They lie. They watch it more than any other sports outside of football. They lie.
But don't you hear it, though?
Well, I mean, yeah, but in the end, they're going to watch. It's just not that time right now, right? Like, it's not that time. And look, I know, like, if it fit your narrative to put that out there to say, oh, the NBA ratings got crushed on Christmas Day. Well, yeah, they played football. Typically, they don't play football on Christmas Day for the most part, and the NBA thrives.
Yeah.
But we're in that cycle right now where Christmas Eve and Christmas comes on a weekend. So there you go. And the NFL said, hey, we're cutting in on this. Because you have an audience held captive on Christmas Day. It's that or talk to your uncle. What are you going to do? I'm going to watch the game.
Right.
And I'm going to drink bourbon. And so is about 95% of the rest of America. Like, that's the way it works. That's a whole... We'll do that in the summer, Lindsey, when we don't have a big package Friday. And Jeff Iafrate, it's not his first experience with having a big package on a Friday.
But we got to talk NBA, brother.
We have an NBA nickel package.
I know it's painful for us right now. I feel like my spleen is about to burst every time I watch a Piston game.
Damn.
It's true.
That's graphic.
That's aggressive.
It's true. Feels like the kidneys are failing.
But that's my team. I bleed red and blue. I bleed Piston blood. And I watch every game, and I'm arguing with all my friends because they sit there and they pile on me because we're losing. And I fight for the right that my team is going to win tonight. Every single damn night.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Machiavelli sucks to go. Yeah, I don't like the NBA anymore. This is a compromised market right now, because the Pistons are bad right now. That's why. I mean, come on. Do you think San Jose Sharks fans right now are saying, no. "Oh man, we suck," but I love watching the NHL?
I'll tell you what. The NBA as a whole is on a damn good run right now.
Oh, no doubt.
Because the Pistons Jazz game, that Spurs Bucks game, and the Warriors
all trending
Nuggets
on Twitter
game were three of the best regular season games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And why was that, Spenny?
Because it was down to the wire.
And what was going on?
A lot of buckets being scored.
Bucket for bucket.
Yeah.
And Nikola Jokic is still the GOAT, by the way.
Yeah.
They were down 21 with 6.5 minutes
Derek
to go.
R. Lions are about to host the first playoff game, and Lindsey wants to talk Pistons. I want to talk every sport, Derek, so sit down and shut up and listen.
It's a 2-hour show, bud.
Right,
We can
damn,
talk about
Derek.
more than one thing.
I'm letting that. And look,
cut us
guys,
some slack.
to
Damn it.
let you behind the curtain a little bit too. Like at 11, we kind of do this, right? Where we spitball a couple of things, let
Right.
everybody settle in. Then at 11:14, we release the hounds. All right, we'll get in. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna get into football.
We have fucking 6 football topics in a row.
This is what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like, I quit fighting that fight I was here about 6 months, and then I quit fighting the fight. And you always get in it and say, well, I'm going to change it because I think I'm pretty good at this and I can make it compelling enough. No, you have to feed the beast, bro.
Yeah.
And for everybody out there that says, why don't you talk hockey? This is why.
Nobody gives a shit about hockey.
Nobody cares. The Red Wings had a damn nice win last night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn nice win.
Back to back.
Down 2.
West Coast.
Yeah, down 2-0. I thought I settled in. I got home from work. I settled in. And the time it took me to take off my suit and get to the couch, they were down 2-0. I said, oh, Christ, here we go. And then they battled back. And then I went to bed at the end of the second period, woke up, found out they won. That's a damn nice win. Guess what? You don't care.
Yeah.
You don't.
You talk the Red Wings, we lose 50 viewers.
Watch the views. Yeah, watch the views. Hey, we're going to start off the show. Patrick Kane. Can you believe the run he's on at 11:14? Where are you guys going to go? Somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. So it sucks. I want to talk hockey. I want to talk basketball, but we literally can't.
It's true.
It's your fault.
You did this to me. But yeah. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Steve-O baby. Trash the Pistons, huh? Lindsey, I bet when they start winning again, people are going to start watching the Pistons again.
Absolutely. And then we'll hear all these diehard fans come up. I've been a Pistons jungle.
I remember Kevin Knox, and I'm here.
Hey, Kevin Knox is the GOAT.
I do that on purpose to fire you up, Sperry. I do that on purpose to fire you
The
up.
fact that you're calling Kevin Knox the GOAT tells you how dire straits we're in right now.
Kevin Knox the GOAT.
Mike Willett says, I smashed the like button for Hockey Talk. Well,
Shut
sorry
up.
to let you down, but appreciate you smashing the like button anyway. No, I talked about it. It was a nice
Talk
win.
about it. Yeah, showtime, man.
No, but you know what, though, Spenny? Real quick, to give him the Hockey
We're
Talk,
both
though.
wearing the same hockey hoodie, and we
Yeah.
can't even talk hockey.
Twinsies.
Twinning, yeah.
Twinsies. But here's the deal, too, on that. Nice win by the Red Wings. Oh, by the way, the Panthers have won 4 in a row.
Yeah. The East is a beast, man. It's hard to make up ground when you got all those teams. that you're trying
In
to
my
beat.
heart, Spenny, in my heart, they're effed. In my heart, I know it.
We got to believe.
I will believe,
Yeah.
but in my heart, I know the truth.
It's fair. It's fair. I mean,
There's just too many good teams
there's
around.
too many good teams in the East.
And there's old Boston.
Can we go back to the West?
There's old Boston sitting at the top. I was told it
Again.
was over.
Yeah.
Remember? We were told that.
Yeah. I thought they were going to take a step back.
I did too.
But, I mean, they still got Pasta and Rat, so,
They're still Boston.
yeah. Like, Bergeron was a big loss, but still.
Miller B32. I'm a fair weather Pistons fan. I'm not going to lie. I haven't
Way
watched
to be honest. Way to be honest. I respect you.
I haven't watched a second of the Pistons since 2008. Miller, you're lying. You are lying.
There's
Come
no
on.
way that's true.
I know.
I respect him because he's speaking truth. He's a fair weather fan.
But he's a liar, though. He hasn't watched 1 second of a Pistons game since 2008.
There's no way.
Well, he's a liar and he's a fair weather fan.
Okay. So why should we believe him about the other part?
I don't know. Just giving him the benefit of the doubt. At least he spoke some there's some truth in the lie.
Mike G, rule breaker, you can break down the 1-1-3 and the left wing lock later on. Left wing lock, your
Left wing
thoughts,
lock,
11-14,
yeah.
248.
God forbid. We
Line
go-
'em up.
God forbid we go into a nerdy hockey segment. Then we lose 150 viewers.
Why is it such a dump and chase league? 248, I afraid line up the callers.
Dial tone.
What?
We'd get Mike G, Dabber, and Tammy calling in, and then
Yeah. And then what? And then what? Mike G, can we go back to the no cap Kenny Holland days?
oh man, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Yes. Miller says I can't tell you a single player right now other than Cade, and that's because I watched the show. You've watched Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Stop the cap.
Real cream of wheat. Get Rod in. Racide, call in.
Super Rob.
Super. I do. Is there a part of you that misses Super Racide?
No. Well, I couldn't hear his rants anyways.
Yeah.
So,
That is true.
but just judging by your guys' faces when he'd be talking, no, not really.
I do.
I've had to deal with Super Racide even dating back to way before Woodward. He's one of the OGs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like he's been calling in to every program I've ever been. He's a real one. He's committed.
He is committed.
He's committed.
We miss you, Super Racide.
I don't.
I like those characters though.
Yep.
The Brandon Katz, the Super Racides. You need those villains in your life.
It's true.
You do.
You do.
It's true.
You
Every
absolutely do.
superhero needs a villain.
You do. All right.
I
Time
have
for
several.
Time for football. Jack Stark, Super Racide moved on to the huge show. Well, then he gets what he deserves then.
Yeah.
I'll fire some missiles at other shows. I don't give a
What's the
shit.
huge show?
The West Side of Michigan.
Oh. Never heard of it.
It's like being the hottest Tiny Tina.
I've never, yeah. I mean, I've seen some hot Tiny Tinas. They pop up on my Instagram now. I talk about it too much.
All right, I'm shook. Tell them about Dispo, please. All right, we're gonna fire the engines back up when we come back. Lions talk when we come back.
Let's talk about Dispo because the start of the new year is here. Start the new year lifted. Make sure you head to Dispo Dispensary today for exclusive deals. Experience Dispo Dispensary, a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere mixed with a fresh inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. Come through our stores or order on Dispo Dash today. New year, new deals, same plug. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy.
The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink live this Sunday for the official Lions VIP tailgate party. It's at Eastern Market in shed number 5, and it's going to be a bash starting at 9:30 a.m. until game time. The official Lions tailgate is back and better than ever. How would you like to pregame with Woodward Sports and be treated like a VIP? Food, beverages, and entertainment all included. Get your tickets online today at bullseyeeventgroup.com or win some from Woodward Sports today. Just subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on IG, and direct message Lions VIP.
All right, we're off and running. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, NBA champion Lindsey Hunter in the house for D-Mac, Jeff Iafrate in the stead of Big Mike Gentry, but Spencer Raxter is here, The Rock. WoodwardSports.com, chat, thread. Rax says, you're right, Neal. We all need morons in our life to make us feel better. I mean, that's true, I guess. Andrew Schmidt, Rod sucks. Dirty Dr. D, the huge show sucks bad. Nobody, the huge show sucks. John Mayer, huge is statewide. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Let me know when they got 500,000 social media followers in the neighborhood of that. Let me know when he's got that. What are you laughing at, Jeff Iafrate? It's facts.
It is.
You can tell me what you think. I'll tell you what I know.
Bingo.
Am I the only one who's never heard of him?
No. No. You're not. WoodwardSports.com, chat thread. Danny G wants to come at you a little bit, Lindsey. What about that whole SEC Big Ten thing? Can I step in that one for you? Because I have some thoughts on it real quick.
Sure. Be my guest.
Like Michigan, Michigan's, survived and escaped Bama, no doubt.
No doubt. They did a good
But
job.
you know who didn't? And no one's talked about this, and this is foreshadowing later on. How about your favorite, the old vaunted Penn State Nittany Lions? How'd that work out for them? Oh, that's right. Lane Kiffin ran a train through them on offense. How about everybody's favorite, the vaunted Iowa Hawkeyes defense? Oh, their offense sucks, but have you seen their defense? I look up, they're down 35-0 to Tennessee. More on that. I never want to hear about Penn State and Iowa again. And we won't. And I'll tell you why later on in the nickel package when that comes up, in the college football nickel package. Iowa's defense, 35-0 in the third quarter or whatever it was. Get out of here. Penn State getting tuned up with their quarterback, getting tuned up by Lane Kiffin. So that's it, too. Wisconsin blowing a double-digit lead to LSU without the Heisman Trophy winner. Like, come on. All right, anyway, though, the Lions and the Vikings, Lindsey. How do you handle this as a player? I asked D-Mac kind of his thoughts. Curious to get your thoughts as well. You spent a lot of time on teams that had things wrapped up.
Yep.
What's the mentality? How do you go into these games? Is it hard to fire up the engines, or does that competitive fire just... I always said, you guys, when you step between those lines, a change happens to you guys. Emotionally, physically,
right,
mentally, just something changes. Is it still like that? How does it work?
Yes, it's definitely like that. When you step out on the court, regardless to the situation, you may have your playoffs, you got everything in line, you know what you're gonna, where you're gonna play, what time, all that stuff. But when you out there playing, dude, it's like, okay, I'm playing for something always. I don't give a damn if I'm playing 2 minutes or 35 minutes. I'm playing for something always. There's always something to play for. There's somebody watching. There's somebody that's taking notes on everything you do as a professional player. So there's not a time you step out on the court and you go, I'm just out here. No, I'm out here for a reason. You know, if it's 5 minutes, I'm go hard as I can this 5 minutes and go sit down. You know, so, and you don't ever want to go out and not give your best, because that's when you get hurt. When you go out there lollygagging around just to be out there, you get hurt. So you go hard for however long you have to.
And that's something I think, too, like us regular fans might not understand. And if you're not, like, around it and don't see it, maybe you can't quite comprehend it. But especially football players. Because I've always said this. Guys that play in the NFL, those are different cats.
Those are different human beings.
Like in society, those are different dudes. And I've always... Because, Lindsey, just keeping it real, I've always, when you hear tales of retired football players and they have a hard time adjusting to society, whatever that means, be it, you know, spousal situations or situations in the street or whatever like that. And everyone's like, I don't understand how that can happen. Yeah, I can very easily understand how that happens.
Yes.
Because when they step out between those lines, they go to a warfare mentality. And you know, like when we've done the Lions hometown hero stuff, and that's always a question I ask the soldiers. I'm like, how do you compartmentalize that? And they're like, you don't.
It's impossible.
It's in stay alive mode.
Yes.
And I'm not saying football's war, but it's not that different from war.
Right. There's a physicality to that game that you almost have to have you have to have a different mindset, because every play could be your last. And if you're not out there like at your best, then you know you could get blown away. We've seen it, and football has changed. It's evolved too, similar to the NBA. The physicality has been.
You would say it got softer, Lindsey. Those are your words.
It definitely has. It definitely has. I'm not
moving on.
But you know, we've seen guys out there, man, and guys get dismantled out there. And you know, and at any time, your career. I mean, what's the length of the average football career? 3 years?
Yeah, 3.5 years, 4 years.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not long at all. That's nothing. So you got to understand, like, guys are out there. That's their livelihoods, and their mentality is totally different than anybody. It's like protecting your family. You know, you're gonna do whatever you can to protect your family, and that's and you can't turn that off and on. I don't know how you do that.
No, and when you're out there, you are out there.
Yes.
You are present in the moment. But no, I was just curious to get your take on it, because, again, just trying to illustrate, because I think people would say that, right? Like, well, go out there, build a sweat up and stuff like that. No. If you're out there, you're out there. There is no, quote, building a sweat up or anything like that.
I'll do that on the treadmill.
Yeah.
I'm not going to build a sweat up out here.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. Again, I mean, for me, Lindsey, this was kind of my thing.
Lions talk, it's not close to war. We didn't say it was close to war. Lions talk, chat sports, whoever.
I said the mindsets are similar.
Yes, come on, stop being so sensitive. That's what's wrong with society. We're too damn sensitive.
Yeah, WoodwardSports.com.
Everybody wants to be known by acronym, and we want to be he, she, all that. I mean, alphabet people.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. AC says Neal is delusional sometimes. Dang. But then I go to Mike G for comment. Iowa put up a 0 in the Big Ten chip and a 0 in their bowl game. Nothing to see here. Move on. Soft Jones.
Can we live?
Let this man live. Soft Jones says,
just want to live.
These non-playoff bowl games aren't real games, but really Penn State had their real quarterback out there and got worked. So I don't want to hear that. Penn State and Iowa stink. They stink.
Did any other Big Ten team win anything?
Yeah, Maryland jacked up Auburn pretty good. Minnesota beat Bowling Green.
Yeah, big win.
That was a big win.
Who's the quarterback at Maryland?
Talia Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Did he play?
Probably not. I don't know. I didn't watch. I'm not watching bowl games. I don't watch bowl games unless it's the college football playoff. They don't mean anything.
Yeah, Talia didn't even play in that game, and they still tuned Auburn up. So, Rutgers beat Miami. What was left of Miami there?
Yeah.
Missouri did beat Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
Ohio State put up a field goal in the game, 14-3. What? What?
Nothing, dude.
Your delivery is perfect. It's
man.
it's perfect.
What do you mean my delivery?
It's just perfect.
Steve Wiles, we're not comparing football to war. Please, just relax, Steve. Get out of your basement, man. Damn.
But anyway, Lindsey,
It's a new year, brother. We're trying to do this the right way, man. Come on.
yeah, Northwestern did beat Utah, by the way, which was a very, very good season for Northwestern. To fire your coach when in April or whatever it was, and to bring a new coach in, they had a very good season.
Yep.
They did. Yeah, they did. They did, no doubt about it. But yeah, so as far as the Lions go, that's what I think I'm looking for, Lindsey. Is if I'm Dan Campbell, I go to the guys and say, what do you need to do? What do you need to do to be right 7, 6, 8 days from now?
Right.
What's best for you, Jared?
Right.
What do you have to do? Hutch, what do you have to do? Panay, what do you want to do?
I think, and that's what most veteran coaches do. They take that approach. They find out from, what's going to make their guys be at their best when the time comes, and I think he'll do that. He's definitely a player's coach, and I can see him making sure his guys get what they need to be prepared. Yeah, I would think Dan Campbell. That's an easy one for him.
Yes. All right. When we come back, it's big package time. Jeff Iafrate, this will be a new experience for you
package.
with the big package.
Put your big packages on the table.
I'm ready. I'm fired up.
Are you? Are you excited?
Actually, I don't know if I should be fired up for a big package Friday, but hey, we're here.
But it's new to you, the whole big package experience.
That
It's
is
not
fair.
something you're used to,
No, I'm not.
especially on the Morning Woodward show, because you guys don't do big packages there.
We do not. No.
But we do here on Fridays. It's a big package Friday. We just kind of put them out on the table for everyone to look at.
Uncovered.
Yep, and everyone to consume.
Well, good thing I can shut the door behind me in this audio booth. That's good for me. I'm excited. Let's go.
Jeff Iafrate, man, he may need a guardian from these big
Might need
packages.
a guardian from these big packages. Good thing you can just go to Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT, and let them know Big D Energy sent you.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
For over 60 years, Fairway Packing Company has provided Michigan's finest restaurants, hotels, and casinos with the best meats in all the land. The prime beef, the Wagyu beef, and the dry-aged beef as well. You can experience a Fairway difference for yourself today. The Grab and Go Steak Shop in Grosse Pointe Woods, everybody. It'll change your life, certainly your grilling life. You can walk in, get what you need, boom, get on your way. Stop going to the grocery store for steaks. I did this. It changed my grilling life. Had the best ribeyes I've ever had in my life. Grabbed them from the Grab and Go Steak Shop, brought them home, seasoned them up, threw them on the grill. Incredible. Those things hit different, everybody. Give it a spin. That's all I can do. Tell you to go to the Grab and Go Steak Shop in Grosse Pointe Woods. Hit up fairwaypacking.com. Whatever you got to do, these steaks will change your life, everybody. It's Fairway Packing Company. All right, we're off and running. It's big package time. Woodward Sports Network. Your mom's favorite skater, Neal. How would you feel about Seattle coming to Detroit, especially after they came to Detroit and beat them when everyone was wearing ski masks? Your mom's favorite skater, I don't care who comes to Detroit.
I'm going to come.
It doesn't matter to me. If you're sitting here sweating, are we going to play Seattle, Green Bay, the Rams? Then what are we talking about? What have we been doing all year? That's why we did all this. That's why you win 11, 12 games. You get a home game. You win a division.
Who cares who you play?
I don't give a shit who the Lions play.
And I'm not like, I hate, just through the years, watching how things always turn out in sports. I hate when teams try to strategically do things. Oh, we want to make sure we try to play that team. I hate that crap. Because every time that happens, they get their ass kicked.
It does work out that way.
Play who's on the schedule. Personally, I always want to go through the toughest teams because I feel like that prepares you. When you play the toughest team, it prepares you to be a champion. When you try to seek the road of least resistance, that never works out.
El Gato. Some celebrities are fake. Neal is real in person. I don't know about the celebrity thing, El Gato, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool to meet El Gato at the Pistons game. El Gato, yeah, man. I got my daughter wanted popcorn. I wanted some bourbon, and we're gonna get her popcorn. Gonna get me bourbon. Like that was a way. That is how I am. Even sitting here, the exact same way. Clean up one more thing here before we head off to Big Package Friday. What is the deal with Neal with the way he talks about Penn State and Michigan? Did he get rejected from those schools?
What's the deal with airplane food?
Yeah. Tell me Penn State's last big win. Anybody in the chat, anybody in the world.
Did they win a Big Ten in like...
Your question just answered itself.
Maybe like 2010 or something? I don't even know.
Exactly. The answer to your question is exactly.
It's fair.
Tired of hearing about them. I love the way, too, that they can be number 8 or 9 in the polls, go 2-2 over a 4-week stretch, and then be number 9 in the polls again.
Yeah.
That's what I love, too. But anyway, all right. It's big package time. Let's put them out there on the table. What do we got? Spencer Raxter, where are we going?
All right, we got the Lions nickel package. First question of the Lions nickel package. Should the Lions treat this game like a preseason game when it comes to playing the starters?
I don't like that mentality. And that goes back to, Lindsey, why I ask or why I say Dan Campbell should go to the guys and ask them what it takes for them. If there's a guy that just says, hey, I'm good,
right, I'll
be over here chilling. If there's a guy that says, hey, I want 4 series. If there's a guy that says, I want a first half. Cool. So, I mean, I guess kind of in a way, as far as playing time goes, it is like a preseason game in that I'm going to lean on you being a professional. What does it take for you to be ready?
Yeah, and I think like every coach approaches it differently. In the past, we've watched teams that would come out and let their starters play the first possession and get up the field, and then they pull them. There are some people that aren't going to start their starters, you know. So it just depends on the coach. It depends on the players. It's all different. And just because they're not playing or guys aren't playing as many minutes as you know, these games right here, they're just to get us where we need to be. That's the only purpose. Unfortunately, or fortunately for a lot of teams, these games don't really matter.
Right. More on that later on in the Nickel Package Friday, by the way. I'll have something else.
And if these games don't matter to you now, you're either a team that's locked up your position or you're a team that season went to hell. So you're on one of those extremes, you know. There are a few teams that still could move up or down and change their positioning. So to some teams, yeah, that matters. To others, we are where we are, and let's keep it moving.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Jonathan Anton. Neal, what team is more overrated, Iowa or Penn State? Penn State easy. Because they're always a top 10 team at the end of the year and never beat anybody good. Ever. Second down.
Second question of the Lions nickel package. How important is it for the team, like the players, to get Gibbs and Monty to 1,000 rushing yards?
I don't know about important. I think it'd be really, really cool, though, to get 2 backs go for 1,000 yards.
Depends on those bonuses, too. If I got a bonus in there, hey, I get 200.
Well, Gibbs on that rookie deal, there's probably not any language like that in
Might
there.
be something for Monty.
For Monty,
That's what I'm saying. I got 250,000 riding on this 1,000-yard season. Hey, give me the rock, baby.
give me the pill. I do need to see if I can find that information.
David Montgomery needs 25 more yards. Jahmyr Gibbs needs 85 more yards.
According to Spot Track, I don't see any language in there as far as those are type of bonuses that are in there. So as far as I know, they do not. That would be hella cool though, man, for 2 running backs, especially a reach or a quote bad pick. How Brad Holmes. One of the cool things about the Ole Miss Penn State game, I don't know if you guys caught this. Ole Miss had a backboard, like a basket and a backboard on their sideline with a Penn State logo, and whoever got a touchdown or interception would run over and dunk on it, which I thought was awesome.
Did you see the quarterback
Jackson
missed the
Dart?
dunk?
Yeah, he missed a dunk, but you know what he did connect on? That touchdown pass that put him up by 21.
Yeah, he's playing the right sport.
Yeah. But no, Brad Holmes could dunk on every. You draft Jahmyr Gibbs. That was a quote reach and quote a bad pick. Even me, who's a Brad Holmes simp, was like, I guess he believes in him. I don't know that I would have done that. For him to roll out and get 1,000 yards as a rook.
I told you he was a stud.
No, you didn't. You were sitting here saying, watch 1,000 yards loading. Lindsey, get up.
Spence, let me stand on my soapbox. What did I say about Gibbs?
You said he's going to be a stud.
From day one.
You didn't say
day
1,000-yard season
on
loading.
his day one.
Liar.
All right, next question of
All
the
right.
Lions nickel package. Where does Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, CD Deuce, fit in on this defense?
You know what's interesting is I think that's a different answer to that question 3 weeks ago. Right? 4 weeks ago, we were so thirsty, we'd be like, oh, he's one cornerback, he's out there, most important player. We got to have him back. Get him back out here now. They've kind of settled into a nice little rhythm with all the little exotic blitzes and the secondary blitzes.
Still going to need him.
Well, no doubt.
They're going to fucking need him.
He fits in nice. Let's just say he fits in nicely.
Get him where you fit in.
Is that a good way to put it?
That's a good way to put it, I guess.
He is playing, right?
Yes.
Thanks, Danny G. Lindsey was all in on Gibbs,
No,
Neal.
stop
it. Danny G, thank you.
He's out here saying he's going to get 1,000 yards. No, he wasn't doing that.
Well, we didn't go numerical. We just went player. And you guys were backtracking on the draft. I wouldn't draft a running back that high. I mean, I just don't see the value. And then everybody was talking about the running back from Atlanta being better.
How about this comment from WeezyD313? I don't want CJ taking snaps from Iffy or Branch.
That's what I'm saying. Where is he going to fit in?
Nicely.
All right, next question of the nickel package. How big is Aleem and Houston coming back to this defense?
Yes, we Houston. Jackson State product.
The problem.
Well, Florida State product too, right?
Florida.
Or Florida, excuse me. Yeah.
No,
James
Jackson
Houston?
State, we don't look at all that other stuff.
All right, gotcha.
Jackson State is where he came from.
You know when it became real? Like when Bugs, who just signed with the Chiefs, by the way, like when dudes started getting cut, that's when it became real in these streets. Like the Aleem McNeil thing and the Houston thing. It's like they went into a phone booth and put on a cape. and now they come out here and they get a run out, against Minnesota, and away we go. So I mean, this is the team, right? For everybody that question the trade deadline and things like that, this is the team. And I do love, and this is going to go off on a tangent a little bit, and I'll get more into this next week, but I do love where it's put up or shut up time for everybody in every aspect.
No doubt.
From every team, for every coach, for every player. This is why there are no playoffs like the NFL playoffs.
Right.
There's not. Like we talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs and stuff like that. There are no playoffs like the NFL playoffs because, Lindsey, no other playoff defines your legacy. And I'm even talking about, like, whatever, if the Jacksonville Jaguars get in, right, and they lose, or they win, the Trevor Lawrence narrative changes.
Oh yeah, he's back the number one stud again.
Or he's a bum. Like, you know, that
He's not
got,
a bum.
He's a bum that got lucky because he got to play Justin Herbert in his
He's
first
not a
playoff
bum.
game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everything is on the line, Lindsey. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, me either, man. Mike Bell says, Lindsey swears he says nothing but positive things about the Lions. It's like he predicted all of this. I did, Mike Bell! Sorry to tell you that. I predicted this. I was the first on the bandwagon, and you bums were standing on the sideline afraid to jump on. I had to drag you asses on.
That is
I
true.
predicted this.
That-
I did. Me, I.
Who put this together? Me! That's who.
He's not wrong. All right, final question of the Lions nickel package. Who needs to carry this defense in the playoffs? One player.
You guys know my answer. Who's the best player?
Hutch.
Who?
Simple, right?
Who?
Who's the best player?
Aiden Hutchinson.
The Hutch. The Hutch will be
Because, Lindsey, like, look, and it's funny. Every time Hutch has a game like he had against Dallas, I get 4 to 5 either DMs or tweets or whatever. How do you like Hutch now, Neal? You know what, though, Lindsey? And I'll get this about Michigan. I'll get this about Michigan, too, Monday night when they win. I'll get it. How do you like Michigan now, Neal? I was right. Everything I said was right. They are at their best when Hutch is at his best. And when he's not, that has a direct impact on how their defense is. You need your biggest players to be your biggest dudes in the biggest moments. What's the saying? Big time players make big time plays in big time games.
Yep.
There are no bigger games than the NFL playoffs. Your big time players have to make their big time plays. I'm right. So for all of you that, you know, thumb those tweets and DMs and everything like that, remember that. All you're doing when you do that is proving that I'm right. And Aiden Hutchinson has to be the guy that carries the defense. That's it. That's what comes along with being the number 2 pick in the draft and a Pro Bowler and all of it. And is that a lot to shoulder on a second season guy? Yeah, it is. But this is the situation you were brought into. So here you go. Sink or swim.
Facts. Hutch has to step up, man. He's going to have to play big. He's going to have to play big. And it's going to be so exciting, dude. I think I'm going to do a tailgate down there.
I am so hyped for it, Lindsey.
I'm going to do a tailgate.
The closer we get, the more it becomes real, the more excited I get, and I don't give a shit who's on the other sideline. Stafford, Love, Green Bay, Seattle, don't care.
That's how you got to go into it.
Don't care. Because if any of those teams, and we don't beat them, then we got to go back to the drawing board and figure it out.
But just the fact that, you know, I understand how fans are. It's a ebb and flow season. When things go bad, things are at their absolute worst to the fans. When things go good, everybody's back on the train. The captain has everything in order. But to be in a situation where the Lions are now, a home playoff game, you gotta be excited. You gotta be on your toes. Saying
Next week is going to be electric in here.
Yeah,
Electric.
I'm fucking doing a tailgate downtown.
Hell yeah.
I'm pulling up.
Yes, sir. We're doing a tailgate downtown. Damn
I'm
it.
pulling up. You need to pull up at Big Boy, by the way, for comfort foods because it's wintertime here in Detroit, and it's always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. The veal parmesan, that doesn't get more comfort food than that, or the Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl. How about breakfast? There's comfort foods for breakfast, too. Stuffed potato pancakes, the classic, the lumberjack, or the Santa Fe garden omelets. Also, the new apple pie hotcakes. They're too good to miss. Top it all off with the gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop by your local Big Boy today. One of Newsweek's best restaurant chains of 2023. Get to your local Big Boy today.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the steak shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Detroit sports fans, you tired of wearing the same old Detroit sports gear? We got you covered. Go to woodwardsports.com/shop. It's a new era in Detroit sports wearables. The Stoke Not Scared t-shirt. That's the flagship of it all. Get it for next week, everybody. Get a couple so you can wear one every single day of the week. It's hoodie season, in case you didn't know, because it's like 19 degrees, and I'm already tired of it. And we've only been in it for like 5 days, and I can't stand it anymore. But it's a little better with my Woodward hockey hoodie. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, beanie season as well. There's even a Woodward Sports golf line. woodwardsports.com/shop. Woodward Sports, Big D Energy back at it. Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter over there giggling like a schoolgirl. We have Jeff Iafrady.
I'm laughing at DNC Entertainment says it's crazy how wrong Lindsey can be on every take, but still spin it to make it so he's right all the time. Dude, I claim my wrongs. Have I not ever claimed my wrongs?
Lindsey, talk about the Pistons playoff prediction.
I predicted the Pistons would be a playoff contending team. I said that. It came out of my...
And it's almost not physically possible to be more wrong about something. You know what I'm... Like, you can't... Think of the room that you're going to miss that one by.
Hey.
Q-Ball says, no, you predicted 3-14. No, you said they'd have 13 wins.
Who said that?
Q-Ball, 93.
You're a Q-Ball. That's why your name is that.
People want to...
I did not say 3. I said the Lions would be 13-3. 13 and whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I predicted.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread at D's411. Lindsey, will you be wearing your 49ers gear at your tailgate?
Well, I'm going to have some Lions gear and I'm going to have 49ers gear. So I'll wear my Lions gear when the game, during the, the events. Then I'll change it into my 49ers gear. But we don't play, so I really don't need to wear that.
You have a bye.
We have a bye.
And guess what? If you have a bye, you don't play. And if you don't play, it means you can't lose.
Right. But I'm excited for this playoffs, man. I'm excited. Detroit's going to be on fire, man. I'm going to be right down in the mix. I'm going to be in the mix. Right down there, tailgating. Have my own fucking tailgate.
All right, time for the NFC North nickel package, everyone. Fire up the engines. Drop that package, Spenny.
All right, first question of the NFC North
Zip.
nickel package. Who will be the Lions' biggest challenger for the NFC North next year?
Chicago Bears.
What?
Chicago Bears.
What was the question again?
Who will be their biggest challenger for the North?
We don't know.
Chicago Bears.
No, if they trade Justin Fields, they won't be challenging nothing.
I don't think they're going to, which more on that in a minute.
Yeah.
But the Chicago Bears, the number 1 overall pick in the draft, that's clinched. They have number 1. They have number 10. They have the ability to do what they want with those picks. I'm telling you guys this, and I've been saying it. And Spencer, you know, as I looked at the books a year and a half ago, I saw this kind of coming down the pipeline with the Bears.
No, you said that at the beginning of the season, too.
And I said it before, towards the end of last season, too. If you look down the road, they flushed out their system financially, and they are ready to make a move. Now they are armed to the teeth with draft capital.
They better get a brand new offensive coordinator. That's what they need.
Well, again, more on that in a second. I mean, you can make a case, I think, for the Packers, but the Bears,
Bears got something cooking. They got a lot of cap space.
The Bears have by far the highest ceiling of anybody that anybody else in this division.
Is almost right there.
They got Montez Sweat signed, sealed, and delivered. They got you. They got your boy from Buffalo at the linebacker. I mean, grossly overpaid for him.
Edmonds.
Yeah. Even Spenny said that. They said when Tremaine Edmonds signed that deal, he's like, "What's the numbers?" I told him, he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, like $18 million a year or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, just crazy cash. So, yeah, I definitely, I think without hesitation, if you look at the total package, the total package with the Bears, the draft capital is the one that really puts them over the top because they can spin this number 1 pick into a treasure chest of picks, and they can become a big pain in the ass real quickly.
That's fair. This piggybacks into our next question
Yes,
of the
it
nickel
does.
package. Will Justin Fields play for the Bears next year?
Yes. What do you think, Lindsey?
I don't know, man. I don't trust the Bears. Like, they always do dumb shit. So why do we think they're going to do the right thing here? And I'm hearing the Steelers want him. A couple other teams are contemplating trying to go after Justin Fields.
Neither should go for him.
I think the Bears may fall for the Caleb Williams thing. I think they might
I
do it.
don't think so. I don't think that they will. And as far as I think he'll be there with the Bears next year, and that will play into it because this really moves into one funky Lions fan's take. If I'm Chicago, I draft Harrison Jr. at 1 and Neighbors at 10 and spend the rest of the picks on offensive linemen. The team would be so dangerous this year. One funky Lions fan, how about if I gave you Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4 and Neighbors at 10? And I gave you a future first and a future second.
That's what I would do.
Because that's exactly what I would do if I'm the Bears. Because when the rubber meets the road and it gets down to it, teams are starved for a quarterback in this league.
Yes.
You just ran the same playbook with the Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
You can just run it again with Washington or whoever you want to run it with. The exact same deal. And say, hey, instead of us sending like a DJ Moore, give us a second-round pick in the place of that. So give us your first next year, give us a future first, and give us your second. And they'll say, yeah, we'll do it because they're starved for a quarterback. And then you just sit there, and you can do essentially what the Patriots did every year. Remember that run where they just would always trade down and get more picks and get more picks and get more picks? You can do that. Guys, I'm telling you, the Bears are a direct threat. Direct threat starting next year. Starting next year, they are.
If they do the right thing, I just don't trust that they will.
But, Lindsey, like my plan here with all this, if they move on from Justin Fields, it becomes totally undone.
Yes,
Totally undone.
exactly.
And again, at a base, he's a dynamic runner. Not a good runner, a dynamic runner.
Yes.
Can he improve throwing the football?
Yes, but he's
definitely.
Yeah, I think he will improve throwing the football.
And that's, how much can he improve? I don't know. But what I do know is he's a dynamic runner. That at a floor, that's what you have with him.
Right.
And think of the talent that you can put around that man. All right. Third down.
All right, third down. Third question of the NFC North nickel package. Is Jordan Love the real deal?
You need like a yes or no?
Yes or no?
We need a yes or no, Neal, because I've heard you say this early on in the season. I'm going to
No.
see if you...
No.
You're still at a no?
Still at a no.
He's the real deal, bro. He's a legitimate starting quarterback in the NFL. Legitimate.
Okay, so give me the path, Lindsey, because are the Lions going anywhere?
No.
What did we just get done talking about the Bears?
Talking about the Bears.
So
You just said...
third in the division.
You just said the Packers are somewhere lurking. And
Lurking,
they are.
yeah. They're third in this division.
And they can... I think I've watched Jordan Love, dude. He's legit. He's legit. You may not like them because they're the Packers. I don't like the Packers either. I don't like the Fudge Packers, but yet and still, Jordan Love is legit starting quarterback, brother. And he has them on the verge of making the playoffs.
Okay.
Is Justin Fields in the playoffs?
Not yet. He will be next year.
We're not talking about next year. We're talking about right now. Are the Packers
in the playoffs?
They're fighting to get there.
Technically, the Bears are too.
No, they're done.
I mean, they have a chance.
Let me give you the scenarios real quick.
You mean we have a
So
chance?
you're saying there's a chance?
They do. They're still alive, right? They don't have the E next to their name like America's team, the New York Jets, that are on prime time every single week.
Who has a better chance? The Fudge Packers or the Bears?
The Fudge Packers.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously they do because they control their fate, right?
That's all I'm saying.
And who are they playing, by the way? Who are they playing?
The Packers?
Yep.
Are they playing the Bears?
That's right, Lindsey. Oh, no, the Bears are eliminated.
They are?
Yep.
Oh, darn.
The Bears are eliminated.
Oh, yeah, I think they needed the Lions to lose. I don't know.
I forgot about that. All right, here we go. Fourth down.
All right, fourth. Oh, they needed the Vikings and the Packers to tie last week. That's what it was.
The Bears needed that?
Yeah, that was one of the stipulations.
They're done.
That's another part of the NFL season I love.
Yeah.
When it comes down to playoff time and teams need a tie.
Need a tie, yeah.
They need two teams to tie.
They
I
needed
love
the
that.
Vikings and the Packers to tie last week for them to still be alive.
They very much did not tie. Real quick, I did want to answer this one, and I had it and I lost it. Where was it? Why don't the Bears keep Fields and also draft Caleb Williams? Because I would rather have 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick.
True.
Yeah.
With Justin Fields. All right, moving on.
All right, next up, should the Vikings stick with my boy Spartan Dog Kirk Cousins?
I'll get back to you after the draft on that. I mean, in theory,
They could probably get Penix.
Ooh.
They could definitely get JJ. I mean, every team in the NFL is going to be able to get JJ.
JJ who?
McCarthy.
What?
Heisman winner, according to a Heisman voter.
He's a very solid pro prospect. I think he'll do better in the NFL than people expect.
No way.
I think his game will translate well to that.
All right, we're not doing the JJ McCarthy bit.
No,
we have tons of time to do that.
Hey, record this. You said this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think his game will translate well to the NFL.
But anyway,
Friday,
though,
January 5th.
Lindsey, should they stick with Kirk Cousins?
I wouldn't.
Then what's your path?
Not sure yet, but I wouldn't stick with him.
Okay, conviction. I don't know. You draft a guy if you're in a position to draft your guy. Maybe do you want to roll with him? I don't know. But I'm always of the opinion, like, if you're drafting your guy to be your guy, then that's your guy.
Yeah.
And we ride, But that's just me. I guess no. That's my answer.
That's
All
fair.
right, fifth down.
All right, fifth down. How much will Justin Jefferson get on his deal? Is it going to be $30 million a year?
Yes.
Yes.
Because Justin Jefferson seems like the kind of dude that's going to be a big deal to him.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to have more than Tyreek. I got to get to 30. I got to reset the market.
You think he's that type of guy?
Yes.
What gives you those vibes from him?
Just kind of how into, quote, being great he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he doesn't get the football.
Well, that's all receivers.
I know that. But it's all receivers to say, hey, I want to reset the market. I want to get 30 a year.
I don't know. I don't get those vibes from him. I do get the vibe that he wants to be the best receiver. I don't know. That's interesting. I want to see how that turns out.
Yeah, I just don't. I will say this. I have seen enough from him, like from questioning the durability a little bit.
Yeah.
I have seen enough to know this. I'm glad he's not our problem. Is that fair?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I do. I think that's fair. I do think, well, Tyreek's at 30 a year right now.
Yeah.
He's at 4 at 120. So he's going to want 30 and $1.
32, yeah. He'll be 4 at 125.
He'll probably even go want longer term.
Yeah. 5 at 185. 170.
So you're going to be Hawk's 17 million? You're going to be 30 million into him?
Yeah.
You're going to have to take a rookie quarterback. You won't have a choice.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Penix with Jefferson, Hawk, and Addison, though? That'd be pretty nasty.
Good luck.
The NFC North might need insurance if that happens, and we have the place for you, Swiss Insurance. Football is coming to an end, but insurance never stops. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today at swissins.com or call 248-800-4177. That's 248-800-4177, and ask for our guy Mark.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Neal Ruhl here for Jack Labrador. Rest in peace to the same old Lions. Big thanks to Sheila, Brad, and Dan for putting that to rest. And guess what else has found the grave? The old rock, paper, scissors game. Jack Labrador's revolutionized that tire game with a new 2-symbol and a franchise-changing 3-point play. Discover the action at jacklabrador.gg now and find out why. Once you go Jack, you never go back. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to jacklabrador.gg for more information. The new car game that is sweeping the nation. It is Jack Labrador. Second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl and Lindsey Hunter. Juicy J, Jeff Iafrate in the house on the sound in for Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter as well. Somebody asked, would you trade Justin Jefferson? I mean, I would think about it, but that's just me. But anyway, we're keeping the nickel packages pushing. It is time for the NFL nickel package. Let's do it.
All right, first question of the NFL nickel package, not the NFC, not the Lions, the NFL nickel package. First question is, the 2 MVP favorites won't even play. The Rams won't play. Even Joe Flacco won't play. Is Week 18 the new bye week in the NFL?
I like the way Lindsey put it better, where it's kind of like a preseason. This has become the 4th week of the preseason.
Right.
And it's funny, right? Because the owners were dying on the hill for this extra week, and the players were like, nah, bro, we're good. But then, like, the players got away with one here. Yes. And they don't get very many wins against the owners. But they did here because it has turned in to a preseason week or a bye week.
Yep. And it's funny how that worked out for the players, too, because you got so many guys that aren't playing or deciding if they're going to play or not, or may just play a couple of snaps. It's weird because the owners never give on anything in NFL, buddy. You know that. But the players somehow, they got over with this one. I'm happy for them.
They did.
I'm really happy for them.
Got an extra game check out of it, and most of them don't even have to play. So,
right.
So there it is. It is. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's essentially a bye week. So yeah, second down.
All right, second down. Next question of the NFL nickel package. Saturday night will be the first ever exclusive streamed NFL playoff game on Peacock. You all talk tough about how you won't pay for Peacock for college football. What if it's the Lions playoff game? You going to pay for it then?
Yeah, they're paying.
Cha-ching. Yes, you are, everybody.
Shout out, Rake.
Yes, you are, everybody.
Hook me up with Peacock.
You will be paying for it. So the moral of the story is somebody paid for it.
Yeah.
You will pay for it. You can talk tough all you want. And yeah, it's easy when it's Michigan versus East Carolina. It's easy to say, nah, bro, I'm good. Or, it's a college basketball regular season game.
Michigan and Michigan State play on Peacock.
Right. You can talk, and even that, you can talk tough about it and say you're not going to do it. But you are doing it. You guys are going to do it. All the tough talk is over, Lindsey. People are going to pay. They are. Can you imagine not? So you're going to tell me the Lions are and I got a sneaking suspicion that Saturday night Peacock game, will be the Detroit Lions. I feel it in my bones,
God,
man.
I hope not.
It's finna be. I'm telling you guys.
That would be so whack.
I'm telling you guys.
Their first home playoff game in 20 years. And it's on Peacock.
Tirico's going to be doing the game. You save some coin on having to travel him. You guys see me? Yeah, follow the money, right? Am I crazy, Lindsey?
No, it's facts. And people are going to pay. People are going to, it's the human nature to complain. We've become a complaining society. So that's going to happen. But as soon as that game comes on, they're going to be firing up them those debit cards and credit cards.
Yep.
Pay for Peacock, honey. Ring, ring. Game's on. Never fails.
They'll be
They
like,
got it at Hammond Pub.
yeah, the people will be like, I'm not going to pay for Peacock. Lions game comes on. They'll be quiet.
Lions game comes off.
They'll be talking again. Yeah, absolutely. See, Spenny knows. Stephen Baffy, nope, I will not pay for it, but someone will, and I will use their login to watch it. Nope. Do they have that technology? Can you watch multiple? If it's a premium game, I don't think you can you?
He's not going to use there.
I don't know.
They'll run the Netflix play on you.
They will.
They will do
They're
it.
shameless.
And
I'll
guess
just go-
what, Stephen Baffy? Baffy, don't tell me you're not going to sit out there and pay for Peacock if that's what it comes down
I'll just go to
to.
a bar if that's what it comes down to.
It'd be cheaper for you to buy Peacock for a year.
Or just find a stream. I didn't say it though.
Hey,
Yeah, you know what though?
I didn't say it though.
no,
The-
I need it live time.
That's
I
fair.
don't want the delay.
You can't be 3 minutes behind.
Yeah.
And you can't run the
we're
risk.
watching it here. Somebody's gonna have to buy Peacock for our watch party.
Well, it's not that yet.
Oh yeah.
But I
If
got
that's what it happens.
But I got a sneaking suspicion it will be.
Damn.
Rack says I don't think Peacock does that. What a time to roll it out.
Yeah, what a time to be alive. All right, next question of the NFL Nickel Package. What was the bigger bust? The Carolina Bears trade that sees Carolina get the #1 pick to the Bears and more for Bryce Young, or the Russell Wilson debacle in Denver?
That's a great question.
Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. You know what I'll say? The Bryce Young thing was a bigger bust. Because let me tell you why. Because Denver right now, you swallow your pill for next year and then your hands are washed of it. With Carolina, you gave up future draft assets. You gave up the #1 overall pick this year in a year where Caleb Williams could fetch you a ransom. Lindsey, the Broncos,
Yeah,
it's
was stupid.
yeah, the Broncos, they can suck it up and move on. This will haunt the Carolina Panthers for a very, very long time. Is Bryce Young that dude?
No.
Is he close to that dude?
So we don't know.
I do.
But we got an idea.
No.
CJ Stroud shits on Bryce Young.
Bryce Young has not been able to stand in the pocket for 0.2 seconds.
He can't
We
see
don't
over
know
his
what he can
offensive
do.
line either.
Huh?
He can't see over his offensive line
That
either.
doesn't
Bro's
matter right
5'2".
now. We have to give him an opportunity to have a decent opportunity to show us that he's not good. He hasn't had that fair chance to show us he's not good.
His weapons are butt cheeks too. You can't deny that.
Yeah, that is
Adam
true.
Thielen.
Because they traded the best one to Chicago as part of the deal.
It's also
That's
fair.
true.
That's not Bryce. I mean, that's not his fault. They suck. Like, dude, what quarterback would be successful in that in behind that offensive line? Nobody.
It's fair.
And he just needs the opportunity to show that, okay, either we got something or we don't. We don't know right now.
I mean, Sam Howell threw for almost 5,000 yards, and he got sacked like 80 times this year.
And his line still was better than Bryce's.
No.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Chris, and this is a valid point. Peacock's video quality is better than cable. I'm all about it. It is.
It is.
Peacock's video quality is on point. It is nice. BD Thought Criminal. NFL Plus, I get all the playoff games. My understanding is the Peacock one is a Peacock exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they gave him $110 million for one game.
It is a Peacock exclusive. You can watch it nowhere else.
Nowhere else other than Peacock. So this is what I love, though. And you guys, we all love each other, right? Like, I love you guys. But I am laughing at all your tough talk. They are going to get you.
They're going to get you. I'm watching it. I'll tell you that.
And you'll spend the money. And all the tough talk, well, I'll just cancel right after. But you're going to pay for this one.
And then the next week comes around,
guess what?
What happens when the NFC Championship game's on Peacock?
What happens when you get seduced by that picture quality?
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
All right, next question of the NFL Nickel Package. The Athletic polled the NFL players and asked them who's the most annoying fan base was. It was close, but the Eagles fans beat the Cowboys fans. Who do you think is the most annoying fan base?
You know what, though? And right away,
Bears.
you're pre-programmed to think it's the Cowboys. And Lindsey, you and I talk about
I'm
that.
not pre-programmed. It has been the Cowboys for years.
But you know what, though? Low key,
And they still suck.
this Eagle fan base thing.
Yeah, but they died down really fast, and when they went to a damn tailspin at the end of the season, they got real quiet.
They did. They did get quiet. They did. And they haven't even started chirping again either.
No, they haven't because they think
And you know what? That's why, like, for me with the Eagles, like, that's why I don't buy into them as much, because you don't even hear shit about them anymore.
Nothing.
Not the writers,
Fly,
not the
Eagles,
fans.
fly.
Yeah. Like, are they broken? They can't be broken, right?
They are broken, dude.
How?
Because they see the writing on the wall. They're
Bears
done.
fans suck pretty bad, too.
They do.
I don't
Packers
care what
fans are
nobody
bad.
says. There's no more irritating. There's not a fan base more irritating than the Dallas Cowgirls. And I will go to my grave.
You'll die
with
on the
that.
hill.
Yes.
That's fair. That's a pretty good hill to die on. I would agree. I would agree with that as well. Next up, final question of the NFL Nickel Package. Do you like the NFL playoff setup as it is? Would you like to see any changes to it?
I've been thinking about that. Do you wanna add a team and add a bye?
No.
Perhaps give the 2 seed a bye. You like it the way it is right now,
Yes.
Lindsey?
No, you don't get a bye if you don't win. You're number 1 seed. You get a bye. No. Why is second place getting benefits?
Add 2 more teams. Have another game.
Are we getting to the point though where
have 2 more games?
But aren't we to the point now where they're becoming like the NBA playoffs, where like half the league's getting in now?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like it. More football is good.
Hey, you know what you can do with that? Put more games on Peacock.
That's true.
No.
Good point.
Get another $110 million check
That
for
is
one
true.
game.
That is true.
I don't know.
like it, man.
All right, Lindsey's all right. You dug your heels in. I'm not going to die on the hill for it. You know, like I'll listen to your points, and that's fine. So, hey, you know, whatever. Planet Fitness, everybody. You guys know what it is. We're live in the Planet Fitness studios. I was there no more than a couple hours ago
Back day.
getting it in. Spencer says it's back day for him. It was tries and biceps for me today,
Tries and
as it is a
buys.
couple days a week after a little 4-mile run, just to get the sweat going a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you can do whatever you want at Planet Fitness. If for some reason you're doing the back and shoulders and stuff like that, you can do that like Spencer Raxter. You want to do some beach muscles and get cardio, you can do that as well. It's all out there for you. 24 cents down in honor of the new year. $10 per month. You get it all at your local club. You want to be a baller, a shot caller, $24.99 a month. The black card, you get access to over 50 Metro Detroit Planet Fitness and over 2,400 of them in the world. It's the best gym in the gym game, guys.
Do they have a rock wall?
No, and that's why it's $24.99 a month for a black card or $10 a month for your home club. That's why. There are no stupid rock walls, any of that crap you don't need. Get on a treadmill, push some weights around, do all that stuff. 30-minute circuit as well. It's all there for you. Guys, trust me, Planet Fitness has everything you need. Go to planetfitness.com, join there. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC at Ferndale. That's right, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter, Spencer Raxter, Jeff Iafrate in for Big Mike Gentry. Rest in peace, Mike Gentry.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
No,
he's not dead.
Will never be forgotten.
Yeah, he won't be forgotten. Favorite Mike Gentry moments. A Mike Gentry tribute show coming up on Monday if he's not back from being sick.
We all gonna wear soft gloves.
Velvet.
JB had COVID plus. Gentry might have it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had like COVID and the flu. He had COVID plus.
That's the terminology now?
Yeah, we called it COVID. We called it COVID plus.
That's a lot of pluses.
Like COVID max. No, JB had
COVID max.
JB had it last week. Or he was out for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
Dude lost like 20 pounds. Yeah.
He made it.
Yeah, he made it.
JB made it.
He was fighting for his life.
He was on.
I'm fighting for my fucking life.
He was. They brought hospice in for a minute, but JB fought back.
You guys are terrible. Fucking guys on his deathbed.
He was
talking
going through
jokes about him.
He dropped like 10 pounds, dropped like 2 shades. The man looked different when he came in. That COVID plus
for my fucking life.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Rack says, you guys will pay $10 a month for a gym, but you won't pay $6 a month for Peacock, whatever. Peaceful Tim says, Planet Fitness wasn't even Neal's #1 planet. I'm not buying it. Well, Peaceful Tim, in the same vein of the NFL, if you want to be my #1 planet, that's for sale too.
That is true.
They had the chance to be the exclusive planet of Neal Ruhl.
That is fair.
But we didn't come to that agreement, I guess. All right, it's time. Nickel packages rolling on. We got the national championship, college football as well. Let's spin it, man. National championship nickel package.
National championship nickel package. First question: would you have rather seen Michigan play Texas or Washington?
You know what? For me, Lindsey, and I think for people across the nation, I think the nation would have rather seen Michigan against Texas. And look, that would have been a no-lose proposition for college football, right? Like, Michigan's going to dust Washington, but say they don't. Say Washington wins. Then I think overall, the rest of the nation will just be like, Washington. But if you're college football, you would have had Michigan is back or Texas is back. And it would have been indisputable. Somebody would be back. I think the general college football consumer would have liked to see Texas versus Michigan more. You agree?
Of course. They want it's similar to basketball. Everybody wants the blue bloods in the Final Four, right? You want the nationally recognized, teams in the playoffs. They're playing each other. Do we think Washington can compete with Michigan? Do you think it's going to be a blowout? Do you think it's going to get dog walked?
I do. I could see a margin of victory in the teens. Yes, very easily. Very easily. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Chuck Brewer says we'll see Texas, Michigan in September. And that's the other part of it, Chuck, where college football wins even more. You feel me on that? Like, the rematch. It's an opportunity. It would be the biggest regular season college football game ever. But, you miss out on that chance. It's sad, but, again, styles make fights, though. So I think, like, in terms of a pregame talk about, you have the overall #1 defense, the overall #2 offense. So styles do make fights. So I think people are excited for that until it's 24-7 at halftime. Then they won't like it as much anymore. Second down.
Next question of the National Championship Nickel Package for Michigan fans. If you had to pick one game to travel to, would you have chose the Rose Bowl versus Alabama, or would you go to Houston for the championship game versus Washington?
Lindsey, my default with that is right away. National championship game.
No,
national championship game. But as I sat there on the treadmill at Planet Fitness this morning, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? If I was a Michigan fan, even knowing that they were going to win that game, I would go to the Rose Bowl and see them play Alabama. That had to be a pretty incredible experience.
You definitely would. I would rather go see Alabama and Michigan play because you got two insane fan bases. You got two teams that have been, one team that's been a powerhouse, one team that's up and coming. So, I'd way rather see that one than the national championship game. Even if Texas would have been in it.
Wow, the WoodwardSports.com chat thread is pretty much unilaterally Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
What about you, Spenny?
I want to go to the Rose Bowl, so I would go there. And I just love California, man.
So, but if you had to pick one, and it's Michigan State, and I'm telling you they're going to win.
Championship.
So that was kind of the gist of the point.
Yeah.
So you would eschew the Rose Bowl and you would go to the national championship game, not being guaranteed the outcome.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know. I want to go to the Rose Bowl really bad.
But I do too.
If they're in the national championship game, I'd rather go to that.
Okay. Fair. Mike G, Rose Bowl should be the championship game. More on that later.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Next question. Should the Rose Bowl host the national championship game every year?
I think romantically, yes. But physically...
It's the granddaddy of them all.
Yes. Romantically, yes. But physically, no. The stadium's old. They don't have the infrastructure necessary to do it. And when I say infrastructure, I mean ability to make money. Like, that's what organizations will say. Oh, we don't have the infrastructure for it. Which means we can't properly monetize it. That's what they mean. We can't get enough money for it. But romantically, obviously, Lindsey, right?
Right. I mean, it sounds good. It's appealing because we've always heard about how great the Rose Bowl, and they've been great in the past, right? So it sounds like it's the thing to do. But like you just said,
Red Wings fan club says, didn't think it was possible to love California. Then you've never been to California.
Right.
It is amazing.
It is. No question. No question about it. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Getting out of the Rose Bowl is impossible. And that's my point about infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's old school. It's an old school stadium. Penn State is like that. I went to a game at Penn State. There's one road that goes east and one road that goes west, and there's 85,000 people, 100,000 people, whatever the number is, and they're all leaving at the same time, and it's awful to get out of there. The problem is, like, when I say yes, make it the Rose Bowl, the problem is I know what that will become. SoFi Stadium. That's what it will become. And I don't want to see that. I'd rather see it move around. I like having Miami in the rotation. New Orleans is pretty cool as well. So yeah, romantically yes, but realistically no.
All right, next question of the championship nickel package. How crushed would Michigan fans be if they don't cash this in?
They won't be.
I feel like they would have been more sad if they lost to Bama.
I agree with you on that.
I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough one, but I tell you what, if they don't win this game, if they don't win this natty right here,
Lindsey, as I said, man, like the job. I think obviously I think they're going to beat Washington. I think they'll beat them pretty easily.
So too.
But if they don't, what did you really do?
You did nothing. You did what you normally do. You fizzled out.
That's my point. Like, legacies are on the line with this one.
Hey, let me give the chat something else to talk about. I said this was the greatest opportunity for Michigan to win the natty. Did I not say that?
You did.
How about that, chat?
Yeah. Juicy J, what do you think about that?
I think it's their last. I don't want to say last, but it's their best chance to win a national championship.
Yeah.
You got playoff expansion coming. Big Ten gets a lot harder. That schedule, you take a little peek at it next year. Yeah, Harbaugh potentially gone. Things change. They lose a lot of their best players. I would agree. It's their best chance.
Rack says a majority of Michigan fans would play the "at least we made it" card.
Hey, that's a good card to play sometimes.
That's
the only thing you can say.
There's only a couple teams that can play that card. So.
I know, but by the nature of going to this format, do teams say, well, is San Diego State saying, oh, well, we made it to the championship game last year in the NCAA tournament? Are they saying that?
No. Mason Leach, I did not say I hate Michigan. I didn't say that. Why do people put words in my mouth?
Michigan fans are you're either with them or you're 100% against them. You're either 100% a slapdick or you hate them. There's no in between.
cue ball.
I do hate them. So, like, I'm welcoming people on my side.
Real quick, this is funny. OGFV Gaming says, listen to Neal Ruhl's call last night on the Oakland game when Oakland pulled the miracle -4.5 cover with free throws at 2.8 seconds left. I did say on the call, I was like, these are very big free throws for some of you watching right now. Because it was. Just leave it at. You got to know the audience. That's a part of it, man. You got to know the audience.
It's fair.
And those thousands of people that are watching aren't all just Oakland fans. They're not. So, all right.
All right, next question on the championship nickel package. Is Jim Harbaugh the coach of this team next Monday?
What do you think, Lindsey?
Well, he didn't sign that deal, right? They offered him a deal.
Right.
And the stipulation was he couldn't flirt with the NFL anymore, right? He didn't sign it. What does that say?
The door's open.
The door's open. Is it the front or the back is the only other question. Is it the front or the back door? Which way is he leaving?
You think he's going to be the coach next week? Next Monday, is he going to be the coach? Not this Monday, but next Monday.
I think he's going to leave. I think he's tired of all the shenanigans with the cheating allegations.
The hoopla?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla.
I think he's tired of all that crap. You know?
Juicy J, is he going to be the coach next Monday?
No.
See?
Spenny, you said no the other day, right?
I said no the other day.
I think it's this year. I think he's gone.
Because I want to say he will be. But then why didn't he sign the deal? Why didn't he sign the deal?
Mm-hmm.
And I do think if Jim Harbaugh walks out that door, all of this walks with it.
Yep.
I know with the Sharon Moore thing was cute and he cried on the camera and everything like that. Build a program. Build the infrastructure of a program.
My team.
We did this for you, Jim. Yeah. You see what I'm saying, though?
Right.
But more on that later. We'll cross that bridge if we need to come to it. Pause. Just like, hey, if you have to cross a bridge in order to get pet supplies, where should that bridge lead to?
That bridge should only lead to Premier Pet Supplies, because when it comes to your pet, don't settle. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down, Michigan's best pet store. Premier Pet has all the conveniences of the big box and retail chains with one big difference. Family owned, locally operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food. They have nutritionists to help you out. Lowest prices and curbside same day home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you're missing out. So smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check out online at gloriouscanna.com.
Glorious.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter, Spencer Raxter, Juicy J, Jeff Iafrate. Some breaking Woodward sports news. Jeff Iafrate has resigned from the Morning Woodward Show, and he will now appear exclusively as the audio guy here on Big D Energy. Said he likes it more.
He's loving his life over there.
Yeah, I said this is the easiest job at the network. Neal, everyone else just carry. I'll chill in the seat, laugh, and push some buttons, baby. Let's go.
There you go. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Art Vandelay. I think Harbaugh's done with name, image, and likeness recruiting, transfer portal fiasco. See, I disagree with that. I think the reason that Michigan is where they are right now is because he's elite at it.
Right.
And he can snap his fingers and gets what he wants from the Michigan program.
See, Nick Saban used to be the elitist cheater. But when all this NIL deal came about, then everybody got on the same playing field. Now everybody's, legally cheating the same way. And the playing field is fair. And Harbaugh is one of the most elite.
Right. Or they are actually cheating. Yeah, or they are still actually cheating. But so what? No, for real. So what? What are you going to do about it? They didn't do anything. They didn't stop them.
Woo. Well, how did they get caught? Did they have a guy on the sidelines actually?
No. Yes. I'm talking about the illegal recruiting contact, which turned out to be J.J. McCarthy, by the way, during the COVID dead period.
Oh.
But so what? Don't apologize for that. So what?
They say if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
But you do it anyway. For real, you do it anyway. What was the punishment? He sat out a couple games against UNLV. So
sat out
what?
A couple of games, did a couple of walking deadlifts.
Yeah.
That shit was so weird.
Missed the Maryland game.
He was wearing the khakis doing it. I mean,
that is where
he's a fantastic coach. He's a real weird guy, though.
Yeah, that is. That's where for me I side with the Michigan fans. Did he have illegal contacts with recruits? Yeah. So what are you going to do about it?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite response in the world. So, and then you maintain the eye contact. So.
It's true. All right, first question of the college football nickel package. The Big Ten is eliminating divisions next year. Iowa got drilled by Tennessee, and Penn State got taken apart by Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Is there nowhere for Iowa and Penn State to hide now?
No, there's not. There's nowhere to hide anymore, and the truth is going to come out. And Oregon and Washington are going to come in there. And I have my doubts about Washington. But Kalen DeBoer, shout out Mountain West, put Fresno State back together and then slid in there and got it cooking with Michael Penix. I think Washington can stay. Obviously, Oregon's Oregon. They're like, you know who Oregon is? They're like what you think Penn State is. Not what Penn State is. They're what you think Penn State is.
Yeah.
Like you think they're good and stuff like that. Oregon is like actually good. Now, they're not elite. They're not perennial national championship caliber contenders or anything like that. But they are what Penn State is supposed to be. They will be the new Penn State in the Big Ten, but actually a good team. So that's where it is. The divisions have gone away, and Iowa is going to get drilled regularly. And I don't have to hear. The best thing for me about all this, Lindsey, is I won't have to hear about Penn State and Iowa anymore. I won't. They'll just fade away into 7-5 obscurity. The only time I'll have to deal with them is when they play Bowling Green or Ball State in the Quick Lane Bowl, and that'll be the only time that I'll directly have to deal with them.
Oh man, Bowling Green.
Right? Am I right, Lindsey?
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Because I think that's who's going to be the ultimate victim in all this. Wisconsin, Iowa, Penn State. Especially Minnesota's another one. All those teams, I know Penn State's, on the east side, but all those teams that lived in the west that just beat each other, there's nowhere to hide anymore, bros. It's over. I love that that's over. Spenny, you like that? Yeah. Now Michigan State could fall into that category too.
Mormon power, baby.
Fair.
Y'all just hired a good coach.
He's a great coach. He's doing a lot of good things in the offseason so far. He's building great depth on the team, getting some good transfers over. So,
all right, check it out.
See how that turns out.
I like the trajectory of Michigan State football right now. Next question. Kirby Smart said the bowl situation needs to be fixed, and that after his team won 63-3, how do you fix it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I put the question on there, and I don't know the answer. I don't know what you do. I guess my thing would be,
Well, they've already fixed it. They've added more teams.
Well, they're going. I'm talking about the other ones though. Like after that. So other than those 12 teams,
we don't care about those.
But they're still gonna. They're still gonna play.
So yeah, let them play. Once we get the
so your thing is we fix the glitch.
Yes.
What are the teams going to do? No, we fixed the glitch.
It's fixed. We have how many teams are going to be in it next year?
12.
Best 12. And you let everybody else play in those other bowls. So you don't get a 63-3 massacre like we got. That's it. That's all that's it.
My thing, if you did want me to take a stab at it, here's what I would do. It would be on the bowls to get the players. Like, if I were, Ohio State was in the Cotton Bowl, right? If I were the Cotton Bowl, and I don't think he would have went for it.
Pretty wild, though.
Yeah, it was. I would have struck a deal with Marvin Harrison Jr. and said, hey, here's $1.5 million playing the Cotton Bowl.
Well, the problem with that is he'd just been offered somewhere close to $20 million to come back to school.
Yeah, and he still might. He hasn't declared, I don't think.
But Lindsey, 1.5 to play a game. One game.
Yeah, but then
you're going to take it.
I would do that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
Especially if you're going to come back to school, you're going to take it.
Right? Yeah, I'll take it. So every bowl is going to go and recruit the top players who are on the fence about playing and say, hey, we're going to offer you X amount of dollars to play.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah, smart.
Because that's the only thing that gets people to watch.
Yeah, true.
So I would do it. Like,
but Ohio State needed more than him. They needed a quarterback.
Like the only thing that made the Peach Bowl a couple years ago watchable, and Michigan State was in it, was Kenneth Walker and Kenny Pickett both didn't play. So it was like, all right, the teams are pretty even.
Yep. So
if it was like just Kenny Pickett that didn't play, or just Kenneth Walker that didn't play, it would have been a blowout.
But okay, the Georgia FSU game, it didn't matter who. I mean, I know they had a lot of kids that pulled out.
Yeah.
But still, if all of those guys still played, they still get massacred because their quarterback was gone.
Yeah.
Right. Once your quarterback, that's the one thing. There was no coming back. If your quarterback sat out, you got killed in those games.
You're getting massacred.
Except for Penn State, their quarterback played and they got killed anyway.
That's a good point. All right, next question of the college football nickel package. Did you watch more or less college football this year? Me, by far less. Wonder why.
Well, you're not the target demographic of this question, and I'm talking non-Michigan State for removing it.
Probably then.
You watch more?
Yeah.
I watch the same. Like I was locked into my late night games.
All college football.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's a travesty. I don't have a Heisman vote, as a matter of fact.
True.
But
somebody here has a Heisman vote.
Not at this network. No.
I think Sean used to. I don't know if he still does.
Yeah, Sean does. He told us about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sean does. Yeah, Sean does. That's legit because he actually watches games.
Exactly.
There are
Maz
a lot of
needs one.
There are the overwhelming majority. The overwhelming majority of people in the media in this town that have a Heisman vote do not watch college football, other than the team that they cover right there.
We got to get Maz one.
Maz would be the most biased Heisman voter
ever. Yeah, ever. But no, I was about the same that I always am. Honor U of M dad, less. Brendan says less.
I would say outside of Michigan and Michigan State, I watched more.
Jack Harrington, more. Francis Garcia, far more. Mike G, more.
Obviously, I was tapped into Colorado games.
The Deion thing, everyone was locked in.
I was watching Washington games because Penix is electric.
Yeah. I watched it more this year.
LSU games because Jaden Daniels is
Colorado's
electric.
coming. Yep. They're coming.
I always watch Army.
Yeah.
Colorado's coming.
Jeff, how do you feel about Army football?
This is a make or break moment for me.
This is.
Jeff, be honest. Don't try to appease anybody. Just tell the truth.
Oh, no, I don't watch a damn game. But they're gritty. They're gritty.
You don't watch Army football?
Do you respect Army football?
I respect the hell out of them.
Do you? Do you respect your freedom?
You respect the triple option? The Germans respect the triple option.
You know what, Neal? You got me.
Japanese respect the triple option.
Yeah. Those are among the list of people that respect the triple option.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There's a very long list throughout history. The British.
Jeff.
Taliban respect the triple option.
I'd rather watch grass grow. than watch someone 5 yards in a cloud of dust.
You'd rather be taxed without representation than take a triple option, I guess.
That's fine.
Yeah.
For freedom.
Would you rather watch Army football, or would you rather be taxed without representation?
I would have to go with Army football.
Yeah,
definitely.
Would you rather watch Army football, or would you not rather not be able to elect the people that represent you?
Yeah. Hey, better go. I'm gonna get used to that triple option. That's what I'm
right.
doing. I'm getting used to that triple option.
Damn right. All right, final question of the college football nickel package. Has NIL ruined college football this way everyone said it would? The way everyone said it would?
No, because
it's the same thing.
It's the exact same thing. If anything, it's helped, Lindsey. Because what are we saying now about Alabama in Georgia?
Even playing field.
It's
Even
leveled
playing
things out.
field, yeah.
And Lindsey, I talked about this last night on the pregame show for Oakland with college basketball. Same way. Like the
even the playing
superpowers are Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina. Like, what do we have last year? UConn and San Diego State.
Yep. You can't just dominate like you used to.
If anything, it's made it more wide open.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
You know what dots I just connected? Jeff's Italian, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, you're Italian, right? Real Italian? Who'd the Italians
Depends
back
on
in
who's
World War
asking.
II?
Depends on who's
Where
asking.
were the Italians in World War II?
Hey, there's a lot of Italians that served in World War II.
Yeah. For the Axis powers. That's where they were.
Whoa!
And that was after they changed sides.
Yeah.
They were like, man, you see that U.S. Army? We're switching sides.
Yeah.
We're gonna get on board with them. You see that triple option they ran? We're down. We're down to roll.
Yeah. Oh man. You like to black out that part of your history, huh, Jeff?
I do.
You got triple options right across.
Spetty, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You got me.
It's all right. I'm Italian too.
Brad, just to answer, just like a spin-off to your question, I was in the mix for the Michigan football play-by-play job.
You were.
Just so everybody knows.
Should have got it. Would have been much better.
They would have boycotted you.
Why?
I don't know. The people, the Michigan fans seem to think you hate them.
No, we had a code zero in place. we had a protocol in place.
We had a plan that we were ready to execute.
There was a plan to be executed.
They really they think I don't like them, which I don't understand. I've never said anything negative about them. I just speak the truth.
I'll tell you what, Neal, you would have done a lot better job.
No, I'm not gonna get into all that. I am gonna get into Hamlin Pub though. I will say that because it's a kind of place where everyone is a regular. Hamlin Pub. Go to HamlinPubs.com. 7 Metro Detroit locations. The game day specials. Every NFL game, every Michigan sports game. There's always one of the two going on, i.e. there's always game day specials at Hamlin Pub. They're phenomenal. Wings are on point, everything. We have all of our fantasy drafts there. I love kicking it at Hamlin Pub, and the bourbon's always precise, as it always is. But again, visit a location today. It's Hamlin Pub, where everyone's a regular.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Neal Ruhl here for Feldman Automotive. There is 18 locations, so you know there's a Feldman Automotive dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Since 1996, Yes, since Boys to Men, we're singing Motown Philly. Feldman Automotive
Philly,
has been driven to provide a fast,
da-da-da-da-da-da,
convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet every other Monday. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. No, we'll be there Monday, as a matter of fact. It is Feldman Automotive. Could it really happen? All the dreams will fade away.
Then we started singing and they said it sounds smooth.
Oh, man. That was good. That was good. Ransom says, if Neal got a gig broadcasting for Michigan, we could call him only Big Ten good. That is true, I guess,
fair.
right?
That is fair.
That is true. But yeah, just chopping it up here. It is a big package Friday, ready to get out here. We got to go to the Spenny Sportsbook. We got to cook through this one.
All right, we can cook through it.
You want to do the Spenny Sportsbook or the NBA one? Which one you want to do?
Let's do the NBA one.
Because we got Lindsey.
Let's do the NBA.
All right, Pistons fast break. First question for the Detroit Pistons fast break. Who should be starting at the 3? They keep doing Knox, Livers, whoever. Who should be the 3 for the Pistons?
I mean, at this point, does it matter? It doesn't
Well,
matter.
you got to put one out there, Lindsey, to start the game. So
Yeah,
play
just-
along.
just
Play
like
the
you
game.
just said, put one out there. It doesn't matter. Put one out there. I mean, what are we talking about? Just put somebody out there. Put somebody out there that can defend, like that can.
Well, I don't think you have that option available.
No one that can defend. Who's our starting?
So
Who's
Asor Thompson.
been starting for us?
So Asor Thompson, then.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it going to hurt? Who have we been starting? We've been starting Cade, Bogey,
Knox, Livers.
Yeah, get one of them out. Let's go with a Sewer. At least he's going to defend and rebound. You know what I'm saying?
I don't hate that.
Yeah, we're damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Who's gonna play the 4 in your scenario?
I have no idea. Who do we? Just go with what's the left hand kid? Just put him out there. What's his name? The kid we got from Sacramento.
Oh,
Bagley.
Yeah, put Bagley at the 4.
Oh, 4. Yeah. He's hurt though, I think, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's been back.
He played.
He's been back,
He played
yeah.
last game.
Duran at the 5.
Yeah.
And Caden Bogey.
Yeah. Wiseman actually played well against Utah. He did.
Okay.
No, you gave me that look.
Dom Rivera. So we started a group and here we are, kicking it just for you. All right. So there's that out there as well. I mean, if you're doing like the Knox Livers thing, for me I would probably roll with Livers. Just a more reliable 3-point option.
We're still, I mean, dude, we can't guard water.
I know, but at the same time, like that, it's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where this is what you are right now, and I think Livers' ability to make a 3. You saw it in Utah. Like, I know you don't win the game in the first quarter.
Right.
But he bangs 2 threes back to back. Boom, you got a 6-8 point lead. You know this, Lindsey. It changes everything, man. It changes the entire complexion of everything. Is that fair or no? It's fair, right?
Yeah, it's fair, I guess, but it's just so bad. I'm heartbroken because it's just every time I watch, it's like watching the Generals play against the Harlem Globetrotters. We're gonna find a way to lose. Like, dude, we were up against Utah. Like, we were up, had the game in control. In the last 3 minutes of the fourth, we just overtime. And we're happy because we're going in overtime. We're happy.
Yeah.
I wasn't because I wanted to go to bed. Mike G, Spenny, Neal could take the MSU gig when Blaha hangs it up.
Couple gigs Neal could take when Blaha hangs it up.
Annie H. Hoffman, that's the contact, the point of contact. How?
Yeah, especially the Pistons.
Yeah. Tomahawk dunk. It was a finger roll, George. Come on. All right,
next one. Hey,
Windmill slam.
I mean, he's a legend. I love him.
Go.
I love him for sure.
Windmill slam.
He's the voice of my youth.
Enough.
But like,
Everybody shut it down. Everybody pipe down.
That was a windmill slam.
Everybody pipe down.
I love George, but like,
George is my guy.
yeah,
I love him.
Love George, but
Pipe down.
It's time. He calls Livers Kate
There
Cunningham.
comes a time.
Enough. Second quarter.
Second,
Moving on.
Second question of the Pistons fast break.
Must come.
Why does
together.
Monty keep running these damn all bench lineups? Like, this team is not good enough to do it. Bogey or Cade needs to be on the court 100% of the time. I'm sorry. This is a point of emotion for me.
But here's the problem with there's a plethora of problems with our team. But one of the problems with our team is Bogey's probably our best. He's definitely our best shooter. And he has to play a lot for us to have a chance. But if you watch closely, what do the other teams do to Bogey every time he's in the game defensively? What do they do?
Seek him out.
Yeah, attack him.
They seek him out every single time because, and you know why the reason they seek him out? Because we switch everything.
He's been picking up people full court just so he can't get exposed in half-court defense. I've been noticing.
Pretty smart play, though.
It is it's a smart play.
It doesn't work though because they just run a pick and roll with him and get him back on the ball.
Yeah.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Nobody says I watch way more Mountain West and MAC and small school football. Mountain West, shout out. Solidarity.
Out
Next one.
Next question. I know it's not the Pistons, but goddamn, Wembanyama is so good. That game last night, he was going back and forth with Giannis. He blocked him at the apex, and I said it. I put a tweet out there. There was the three that would have tied the game. He threw it to Tyus Jones in the corner, and it was the right play, wide open three, corner three. But Wemby, this league's about star power. You take that shot.
I agree.
Should have been a Piston.
Yep.
No, I agree. But, don't lose focus, too, by the way. They're 5-31.
I knew you were about to say
They're
that.
5-31.
Oh,
but okay, that's fair. Let's say the ping pong balls fell the right way and we got the number one pick. Oh, man. Insert Wembanyama onto the Pistons in place of who do we draft?
Stuart Thompson, yeah.
Insert Wembanyama. Tell me we wouldn't be way better.
Oh, we'd be way better.
With him being a third option.
Well, he doesn't play back. He doesn't play consecutive games anymore, right?
Yes, he does.
He had 2 ankle injuries.
Yeah, he twisted his ankle.
My dad just texted me. He said Jokic has only missed 5 shots in his last 4 games.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Jokic has only missed 5 shots.
Will this man get his credit?
Who?
Jokic.
Yeah, I
think he does get his credit. What are you talking about?
I think it's hard to deny him now.
What
it
credit?
should be hard to deny.
What credit are we not giving him?
Again, though. Embiid's having a great year, but he shoots like 20 free throws a game.
Who? But he goes to the basket and he posts up too. Yeah. But who are we not giving? Why are we not?
Because Embiid gets all the shine all the time, dude. All the shine, dude.
Well, no. This is why.
Jokic does it every night, makes the team better, wins the rings, all of it. You don't hear him complain about shit. He doesn't miss games. He's out there all the time. No. He's better than Embiid is. He impacts a basketball game more than Embiid does. He does, Lindsey. And look, I'm not going to sit here and you played in the league. I'm respectful of that. But damn it, Lindsey, the impact he has on a basketball game on 9 field goal attempts, that we've never seen this before. Yes, it's generational what he does. The impact he has on a game, like in the first half, when he has a first half where he has 17 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists on 7 field goal attempts. We've never seen that, Lindsey. Never.
I mean, yeah, we've seen it. It's just it just looks different. No, we have seen it. We've seen Tim
on 7 field goal attempts.
Yes, we've seen Tim Duncan do things similar to this. He just couldn't do it on the perimeter. Like he wasn't as multifaceted as this as this guy. This guy can play 1 through 5.
Jokic is a freak.
Yeah, Jokic can play 1 through 5. We've never seen that in a center.
I just get the feeling because Embiid is holding Jokic's MVP from last year. If you can't, Nikola Jokic is the most valuable player in this league, period.
But you know as well as I do, it's not about who's the best player at that particular time. It's who's playing the best.
Well, and it's whose turn it is.
No, I'm not going to say that. It's who's playing the best at the time. Last year, you couldn't deny the fact that Embiid had a run that was unmatched at that time.
Yeah, for a dude that gets to the line 20 times a game.
Yeah, because he does get to the line. That's a good point. He gets to the line. He actually does. He and Jokic are the 2 bigs that, I don't know. There aren't 2 bigs that get to the line more than those guys because they are physical. They actually post up when they have to. Everybody else wants to play the new style and new free-flowing basketball. Those two guys they're generational talents. They can shoot the three. They can do other things. They can handle the ball, but they do get down and dirty when they have to. And that's why they separate themselves. I think Jokic is the best basketball player in the world. No doubt in my mind. But I don't think there's not that big of a gap between him and kid in Philly.
I think Embiid can do a lot more defensively than Jokic can, and that makes up for the offense.
Exactly.
Embiid he's a force defensively.
Dude, he's a monster defensively.
Okay, then lift up a bunch of cast-offs and win a chip then.
That's fair.
But don't say cast-offs because Denver.
Jamal Murray's pretty damn good.
Jamal Murray's not a cast-off.
Aaron Gordon is also pretty good.
They're not cast-offs.
Bruce Brown was a cast-off.
Yeah, Bruce Brown's a cast-off.
KCP is a cast-off. Yeah, but I mean,
he's not a cast-off.
He sounded like a 16, man.
That doesn't make him a cast-off. He won a championship.
No, that's the definition of a cast-off.
No, that's a valuable role player.
He's a role guy.
He's a valuable role guy.
He's got 2 chips.
Wait a minute, though. I keep hearing about how good Tyrese Maxey is, and
Tyrese Maxey is
Tobias Harris is an NBA vet, and all that stuff.
Maxey is a good player right now, borderline all-star, but he's no Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Ain't even close.
Jamal Murray's a stud.
Oh, so now Tyrese Maxey's compromised all of a sudden, right? We celebrate this dude.
Well, he's having his best year by far.
But Neal, have you ever heard me celebrate?
Then he better go win. Then Embiid should go win. Then, right?
They should. Yeah.
Quit talking about it. And be about it.
He's struggled in the playoffs. That is very true.
And that's it too.
Have you ever heard me crown Maxey?
No, but you're crowning Embiid, and guess what? Embiid needed to win playoff games last year. 40 from Harden.
That's fair. He struggled in the playoffs. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he struggled, but the MVP last time I checked, it wasn't a playoff award.
No, but we're talking about perception. And that tells you that the perception about Jokic being the best player in the world is not there.
We do got to go to
there.
Because he doesn't fit your eye, because he's not super athletic, because he looks like a guy at a rec league.
When you say it fit their eye, because I just told you he's the best player in the world.
Well, I'm saying you, not you, Lindsey Hunter, like you. Oh, we totally missed the break. Didn't we?
Let's go to break.
Talk about Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's, you come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Dreaming of a new home but feeling the financial pinch? Mark White and Associates, your trusted real estate experts, are here to help. Mark White and his team will pay up to $5,000 to your closing costs. That's right, I said $5,000. Call Mark White and Associates today at 248-290-8242 or visit them at markwhitesells.com. Again, call Mark White today at 248-290-8242 to make your dreams come true.
All right, final segment of the show. It's going to be a quick one, everybody, by the way. Jake in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, give us another hour. No, this isn't the Morning Woodward show. We don't just sit there and keep going forever. When people are trying to get in here and set up for the show and all that kind of stuff. We don't do that.
We have consideration for others. We take people's feelings into consideration.
Plus, two, we can't do it here, Jake, because already Pete Spivak, the producer for Ermanni and Edwards, is hovering. You see him. He's already lurking.
He's hovering around.
He's lurking, and he's like, he's gonna walk in here in a second and be like, "Hey,
what's going on?
What are you guys doing?"
Yeah. They got to him. They got to him.
Pete's the man. I love Pete.
No, Pete's great.
He is.
Pete's been a great addition to the network. Proud Bowling Green alum.
Proud Bowling Green.
Absolutely.
Like proud.
Very
proud.
Very proud.
Very proud.
He didn't show up to the arena though when we drilled him by 20. He wasn't there for that, sadly. But he was at the Quick Lane Bowl though. Very spunky effort
so
by
was Maz,
Bowling Green. Yeah,
I believe.
I was there too.
Look at that.
I was.
Celebrities in the
I was there too, no doubt. I support the local Detroit events. I will go.
Respect.
As long as I get free tickets. I'm being real. I'm just being honest with everybody out there.
Fair.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about that. The whole "Happy Birthday Neal" Ruhl movement that's going on in the chat. Where was that fostered?
Yeah, I got this morning.
Happy birthday, Neal.
Yeah, yeah. My dumb
Happy
ass.
birthday,
I read a
Neal.
comment. A couple people. It was like 3 to 5 people. Like, yeah, happy birthday, Neal. Happy birthday. It came out of nowhere. I'm like, are you shitting me? Is it Neal's birthday? Like now I felt like a douchebag. So I'm like, well, happy birthday, Neal. But I'm like, we got to double check that. Apparently, it's not even until March. So you got me.
Jeff, can you shout out Joey Morrison?
I gave him one. Gave him one. That's all he's getting.
If you guys don't know, Joey Morrison was a kid from my high school that masterminded the plot to kidnap the governor.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's your buddy?
No, not my friend. He just went to my high school.
Sounds like your friend.
Free Joey. Free Joey.
Sounds like your friend.
Guilt by association.
Well, I'm getting the hell out of here, everybody.
A couple of my friends do like feel partially like bad for it because they used to mess him up at wrestling practice. So they're like, damn, like maybe we.
You were part of that.
No, I swam. I wasn't a wrestler. But I'll tell you right now.
All-state swimmer.
I'll tell you right now. All-state swimmer. I'll tell you right now. The kid Joey Morrison definitely gave "I would kidnap the governor" vibes. Like it wasn't when I heard that he was the mastermind. So that's where I was like,
that's
I don't
a
think
vibe.
you could.
So in other
mastermind
words,
anything.
when the news crews went to the hometown, there was not one person that said, "You really didn't see this coming.
no.
It's such a quiet, you didn't really see it." Now everybody was like, "No, if it was going to be somebody, it was probably this guy."
See, I think like I said, when I heard mastermind, I was like, okay. But when I heard he was involved, I was like, yeah, that checks out.
All right,
and
fair
you and this
enough.
guy had no association.
No, I mean, it's a small school. There's only like 400
you
people
hung out
in
a
the
couple of
school.
times.
No, never hung out with him, but seen him around.
Danny G says, "Get out, guys. The real show's about to start."
That's true.
Jake says, "I'll pay the price of Peacock for another hour of the show." You want to just Vincent says, "Jeff, you owe me a birthday gift."
Well, where did
Jeff,
that
you
come
putting
from?
your hair on the Michigan game again?
I'm not. No, I'm not
Smart
indulging.
man.
No,
Smart man.
BD3 Thought Criminal says he was set up. So there's that. People coming into the studio.
Says
Look at that,
means there should be a
time
photo
for us
of
to go,
Spenny
guys.
in a speedway.
Look at hey, here he
somewhere
comes.
underneath it.
Spenny, go to your camera. Go to your camera. He's walking in behind you right now.
We wore jammers, not Speedos.
Here he comes. Look, there he is.
Hey
guys.
Let's go, guys.
Jammers are the length of regular swim trunks, but tight like a Speedo. We wore jammers, not Speedos.
Hey guys.
What's going on? You're 2 minutes over.
Yeah. Why is the show still going on? I don't know.
Pete.
Get out, guys.
Hey, what do you got lined up for the weekend, Lindsey?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna drink some vodka.
Sounds like a good weekend.
Sounds like a hell of a weekend. I'm with you, Lindsey.
Drink some vodka. Plenty of vodka.
D's 411. Did Ermanni's limousine arrive yet? Fridays, I believe it's a helicopter, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
It's a helipad on top of the building.
Yeah, he lands, comes through the penthouse. Yeah.
The Fox 2 news chopper, traffic chopper.
You can hear it in the
With
distance.
a helmet on top to stop his hair from moving.
Yeah.
Let my hair blow in the
A little dome helmet set
Let
up
my hair
there.
blow in the wind, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah. Jake Wegener, what's Neal's favorite bowl game, and why is it the Bourbon Bowl? If the Bourbon Bowl were a bowl game, I would like it the best. However, it is the Hawaii Bowl.
Pete's wearing the
He's got the Bourbon Bowl shirt. Yeah, right there. He's got the. There it is. He's got the Bourbon Bowl.
Mud Dogs.
Yes. No, I would. They do need a Bourbon Bowl. 100% they do.
Neal, I'm trying to cash my check, man.
And they got to play it in Louisville. They do. But until then, it's always going to be the Hawaii Bowl, but not on the years when it's not on Christmas Eve, and that's the biggest penalty that I've paid from the NFL. with the Christmas Eve on a Sunday, they moved the Hawaii Bowl around. That's trash, bro.
No, bro. No, who played in the Hawaii Bowl
this year? San Jose State was in it, as a matter of fact.
I didn't watch.
Oh, you missed out. Because like back in the day when I had to put the toys together, you know, you turn the Hawaii Bowl on, you pour some bourbon, and you put those toys together. But gloriously, those days are gone.
You don't get the toys fixed ahead of time. You don't like.
No, but now like they're in. You know, I got a couple teenagers, so now it's the electronics era.
Yeah.
So now I got now I get off easy.
When do you take your tree down?
This weekend.
Oh, it's still up?
Yeah. Italian thing.
Oh. Jeff, your tree still up?
No. My mom's. It is an Italian thing, but my mom, she's very like the day after, or even the day after we open gifts, or like the day of, she'll take.
I normally take mine down.
Then you're not true Italian then.
Well, tell it to her.
I normally take mine down after New Year's.
How many fish you have on Christmas Eve?
How many fish?
Yeah, like how many different courses of fish?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big fish guy.
See?
Then you're not Italian.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not.
He's old world Italian. Like
No Piaggio Pesce.
Axis powers Italian.
Yeah.
Like Mussolini Italian. Wait.
7 different kinds of fish, bro. That's Italian as it gets.
Yeah. It's not a big fish guy. Hey.
Yep.
Not a big fish guy.
There you go.
Rack says our tree is still up, but it's more of a lazy thing.
That's fair.
Hey, if you leave it up, you don't have to put it back up next year.
That's also true.
Wait it out, Rack. That's what I would do.
A real tree or fake tree?
BD3 says keep it going, guys. I'll take it till 2 o'clock.
No.
Fake tree or real tree?
I
fake
lunch
tree.
and cash my check.
Fake tree?
Yeah, fake tree.
Spence, fake tree
Fake
or
tree.
real tree?
Fake tree.
I think it's
Can't
gotta
burn
be-
the house down with fake
It
tree.
used to be real tree, but Mom said after that we got a fake tree. That's how she rolls.
I like the smell of the pine needles.
No, I do too, but I don't like
Clean it
dealing
up when
with
they
it.
start falling off.
You got to put the water in there and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that is a
Plus, you know,
headache.
with the high ceilings, you need a 12-footer.
Yeah.
So you're buying a new one of those every year, man. That can get pricey.
They do.
Mike G wants to know: does Jeff eat tuna?
I like tuna. I wouldn't say I love it.
Starkiss?
No. See, fish. It's like hit or miss. I like
Oil or water?
Okay, here we go. Oil.
Really?
Olive oil, baby. Put it. I love olive oil.
No, tuna in oil or water.
Yeah, the tuna.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, I don't love tuna like that.
You don't
I used
take
to
it out of a can?
I used to eat tuna sandwiches as a kid, but after a while, as I got older, I just.
You're too sophisticated for that now. You done got high society on us.
Brendan says
Bro,
Brendan says Mussolini had great size.
Before
He
the
did.
final word.
He really
Mussolini did have great size.
Oh, Ryan's got to do something?
Ryan has to do
Oh,
something.
all right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching Big D Energy Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.